Rewind 1 week, guys, and I asked you a bunch of questions relating to the video that's playing in the background right now. Well, the time has come for me to answer those questions and see how you did. So this is the first of two back feet that we're looking at on the same cow, and in the original video I started trimming this cow stating that I knew exactly what was wrong, and that is the case with many feet that you pick up because you really do get a feel for how the horn looks, how the cow's been walking, and exactly what it is that you're seeing on the underside of the cow's foot. So the first thing that I asked you guys to answer was, what is this loose, black and cracked horn? Well, that's exactly what it is. It's just loose, detached horn that's come away from the corium. The very fact that it is loose and cracked denotes that there is a problem underneath, because healthy horn would never crack or detach in this way. It's simply an old mixing tip from my BOVIBLOCKS cartridges, which we use to separate the claws so that we can work on each one individually. To say every cow's foot is the same is like saying every person's hands are the same. No two are actually identical. So in our mission to remove all of this loose and cracking horn, sometimes we can nick what's underneath. The need to remove any of that loose and displaced horn far outweighs any negatives that this scenario brings. This cow's foot is causing her a serious amount of pain, and the work we're doing here will really set her on the path to recovery. The art of therapeutic trimming is really the art of removing the weight from the sore part of the cow's foot and putting it onto the good part, so reducing the height of the medial or the inner claw is actually counterproductive. So why am I doing it? I'm doing it to prepare it for a block. If we were to try to stick a block without doing this, the block would be off within 30 seconds of the cow leaving the crush. What are those black and purple marks? They're bruising, the exact same as us as humans get, cows get bruising, and that is down to poor foot angle or there being too much pressure on one of the claws. In this cow's case, it's almost certainly been because of the poor foot angle, and that's why there's bruising in both of the hind feet. Blowtorching the outer horn of the hoof capsule in no way hurts the cow. There's actually a video earlier on in this channel where I hold the blowtorch onto an empty hoof capsule with my fingers inside for around 2 or 3 minutes and can barely feel any heat whatsoever. What is that black thing that I've stuck on the bottom of her foot? Well, that's a BOVIBLOCK. It's basically a rubber block that is applied to the good claw of the cow's foot in order to lift the bad claw off the ground and allow it to rest. There is a very slight amount of pain involved in anything like this. After all, the cow is already in pain before we put her into the crush, so just me touching anywhere around the problem area is definitely going to cause her some sort of aggravation. Can problems like this heal? Well, actually, problems like this are notoriously hard to get to heal, but they definitely can be brought back to perfection. This is an axial wall fissure running up the toe, or rather the inside of the toe, which is the axial wall. And these problems take a long time to fully recover, but we'll be revisiting this cow in about 3 weeks' time, so guys, keep an eye out and make sure you've subscribed for her update. In the therapeutic stages of a trim, there is one golden rule. If the horn's loose, you remove it. If it's not, you leave it. And as for that spray, come on guys, we all know it's iodine. These bandages are put in place not to keep the problem clean, but instead to keep the product that we're applying in position so that it can be absorbed by the skin and therefore really work its magic. So the bandage only needs to be hand tight, and by hand tight, I mean not tight at all. When to remove a block really can vary. You should remove it once it's healed the lesion completely, or if it's starting to affect the way the cow is walking. And that, folks, brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I maybe haven't been posting as much or as long videos as I have been lately. My life is incredibly busy right now, and making videos really does, I love it. I absolutely love it, but it takes up a huge amount of time. So I will endeavour to make sure I post more often and longer videos. Thanks very much for watching right now though, guys, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Cheers, guys. See you soon.